shouldn't always try to look so good. 50 years can be gone in a blink of an eye. People never who you think they are, like you've never seen before. How the hell are you supposed to know? Just another friend drinking and doing blow. Paperbacks where they hit that dough, like you've never seen before.
Welcome back in. Yes, people. Smash that like button for me. Do me a favor. Hit that thing with both fists as hard as you can. I know. I appreciate you guys being here. We love our subscribers. Please do us a favor. Subscribe to our broadcast if you would. Our podcast if you would. Tonight I'm back in talking about Sabbath again, man. Back to the beginning. I keep thinking about that show, watching that thing again. You know, Steven Tyler really surprised me at that show, but I guess he had a lot to prove, maybe with everything that had gone down before. Who knows? But again, I told you what I thought about it. I think the set list, I'm surprised it was less than Ozzy, but with Sharon involved, I'm not too surprised. It should have been, his solo thing should have been maybe subsumed into it in one or two songs, and the rest of it should have been Sabbath. Should have maybe got a couple more songs, but what can you do? Maybe it wouldn't be in the beginning. But I'm going to count down my 20 favorite tracks, you guys. I think I've told you my history with this band. I never really fully embraced them as a kid because I was really put off by the whole evil and devil and all that stuff. I just thought it was stupid, you know. I just thought, well, if you're going to do that, I can't go to the show and go crazy with these people who I don't know if they're, I don't know what the reason that they're into this is, but, you know, to stoop to that would be not where I would go. I laughed at that stuff. But anyway, it's kind of like the same thing with, you know, I was a little bit too old at the time, I guess, older. But when they had those machines that turned into people, like Transformers and GoBots and stuff, I was just like, what? Where's this going? But anyway, it's all different. What they have to do with that? I don't know. Let's go with my top 20. I'm going to go 20 Sabbath songs. I know I could go more than 20, but let's do 20 today. Number 20. I'm going to go to Heaven and Hell for Wishing Well, man. It just kicks you right in the face. The one thing that surprises me about that album especially is how much energy Bill Ward appeared to have and how much of a kick in the ass that rhythm section had compared to when they were you know, before that on the last Technical Ecstasy and the last couple and Never Say Die. I mean, they just were kind of not very animated at that time. Seemed like kind of old and long, but what a kick in the ass that was. I mean, I remember that. Once again, let's talk about another era of that. Let's talk about the Ian Gillan. Let's talk about Zero the Hero from Born Again. And I know it didn't last a long time, and I know it really tangentially probably, and I debated whether or not to put this on there. I knocked a couple other ones off when I was adding a couple of these on. But I think it deserves to be represented because I think he did a hell of a job. I think it's a hell of a good record. It's just much in the same way that Heaven and Hell was a good record. It's just not representative to me of Black Sabbath, which to me will always be Ozzy. I'm sorry. That's just the way I felt like when it's not like I'm trying to be exclusive. Secondly, I've told you already, I don't like these King Diamond and these high vocal things. Stickley loves that. Jay loves that stuff enough. We're represented well enough for that factor. But all right, man. Let's go to number 18, and of course, the Butthole Server's favorite. Da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da. I'm talking about Sweet Leaf from Masters of Reality. And again, I've talked enough about that record. But to me, I think of all the studio records that came out when I heard it, and I heard all these delayed by a few years, but Master of Reality for some reason had a sonic bottom to it that nothing else had ever had. And you found out that they were tuning the guitars lower or doing things to get that sound. But man, oh man, oh man, there's something about that record that I think wears so well in the future. I think as time goes on, it just cements itself as this is an important record. As my favorite from number 17, as you know, my favorite Sabbath Bloody Sabbath's National Acrobat. This is one of the songs from that record that I love it. I think there's some of the sophistication about that, and almost the way Iommi's playing and the way the different style, the way it sounds, it just has a little bit of a nod or a little bit of a feel towards prog rock, a little more than some of the other records in this. So that's why I'm really tend to love Sabbath Bloody Sabbath the best. Let's go to another great record, number 4. Another, again, one of those, I said these 3 record periods. I was just talking about it before in Bob Dylan here, with 65, 66. With these guys, it was Volume 4, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and Master Reality. I mean, they're just something else, man. And I like Supernaut from Volume 4 as number 16. Number 15, we're going to go with the Paranoid from Paranoid. And of course, that's the big record. But I tell you, that record, I hate to tell you, Paranoid more than anyone, I am so burnt out on that record. Everybody in my hometown, whoever was, played that record to death. And it was one of those almost like it almost made the, I don't know, it was almost like a Kiss record or something because it just, we heard it so much. It was heard so much, but it's probably my favorite one as far as that. Let's go to Sabotage here for number 14. The criminally underrated sometimes, Megalomania. And I know a lot of times people write off Sabotage. I think Sabotage is very, very strong. I know it's a fall down from the peak period, maybe from Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, and doesn't quite make it into the big 3 from that in a row or whatever, but I still think it's strong. I know that the cover's goofy with Bill Ward's pants and all that stuff, but I still think it's got some really good stuff. Yeah, it shows. You can kind of smell what was getting tooed up the nose and stuff. You can kind of see what's going on with this, but just fantastic. Another stop at Heaven and Hell for number 13 for the title track. Another great song. I love it too. I think it's one of their best moments. Again, here I am with a number of songs with Dio on here, but. I don't know. I don't believe that. Let's hit 4 for a couple more here. We're going to go for number 12 and number 11. Number 12, how about Under the Spell, and number 11, Snowblind, both from Volume 4. What am I going to say? I mean, this is really the meat and potatoes of this record. Surprising, I got a bunch of songs from that on this top 20 countdown, which certainly surprised me. We may not be done with it yet. We've already hit Supernaut now, Under the Spell, and Snowblind at number 11. It's 3 songs from Volume 4. Let's go back to Master Reality, of course, for Into the Void. I mean, how am I going to leave that off? It's just Crusher Riff, man. It's just Riff City, man. That record is just it's great. Back to Paranoid again for Hand of Doom. And that's probably an album cut for most people, but I always, for some reason, I like those. The one I played the most. Something about it. I don't know that that's, I don't know. It's just different. Let's go to number 8. I don't know if they played this. I don't remember if they played this concert, but from the original self-titled record, The Wizard. To me, I like the first record, but I think the first record, as I explained in the album video, I think the first record is a little bit undercooked, and I think they could have thought a little bit more out about it. It just seemed like they kind of let it out. It didn't seem like the loose ends were tied together, and I think a lot of stuff came together between those two, before Paranoid did. A lot of stuff came, they became a lot tighter. But Wizard is a great one too, and there's other great ones on there. Let's go to. I'm going to go to Mob Rules. I'm sorry, number 7, Slipping Away, my favorite song from that. Yeah. I don't like Mob Rules generally as much as I do like Heaven and Hell, but I still think it's got enough good stuff in it. I can't stand the cover. I don't like the cover at all. I'm not into all that type of stuff. Number 6, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. What a great title track. I just think that record has a bad, because it's Bloody Sabbath or whatever, people have the wrong thought about it. I think it's really, really, really great. And it should be seen. I'm going to go Captain Obvious for number 5, War Pigs from Paranoid we're going to put in now. Of course, every damn band under the sun that ever finds a heavy metal band plays that. I remember my friends one time, they went down there and they were playing that. And, I was trying to beg them, please don't be so obvious, but for them it was a new thing, I guess. So it wasn't obvious for them. I was the one that had the problem, so gotta remember that a lot. A lot of times I'm the one with the problem. Where were we now? We are now. I've been to number 10, Into the Void, Hand of Doom, Paranoid, number 9, The Wizard, number 8, number 7, Slipping Away from Rob Mob Rules, as I said, number 6, title track to Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, number 5, War Pigs from Paranoid. Now we get to the bottom 4 here. And I'm stopping at number 4 again. And again, very surprised. I've got 4 songs from 4 on here. Wheels of Confusion, obviously. Amen. I heard the best. Somebody say the best thing. And for old people, we need this kind of a feeling, so there's no pressure. Somebody the other day said, I heard somebody say they were confused. A guy came behind him. He said, "Buddy, I envy you." He goes, "Confusion is the best buzz there is." I guess if you consider the buzz, confusion is, I guess. Wheels of Confusion, number 4, from 4. All right, looking for today. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, number 3. I just love the record, man. I can listen to the record all day long. That's if you want to hear what my favorite Sabbath, if I could take 2 along, well, 2 would be hard. 3 would be easy. 3 would be because I'd take Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, Master Reality, and 4. Obviously 4. I love 4. I don't realize I love 4 as much as you do. It's kind of a sleeper one. You don't want to love 4, I guess. I don't know why I didn't want to. I never wanted to love 4, but I have. Anyway, looking for today. At number 3, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Let's return to the other one of the triple champions. Triple champions are going to rule 2 and 1. 2. Number 2. Master of Realities, Children of the Grave, of course. What else am I going to pick? I mean, you want to talk heavy, you want to kind of, I don't know, lyrically kind of silly, but at the same time, God, the guitar playing and the bass playing, and I just think it's great. I think Children of the Grave is really where it kind of spins off. Wonderful. I could be in that land for a long time. And while we're talking about a land you could live in, I'll pick the Sabbath song that's not like any other song, that's not like any band I've ever heard. My favorite of all, the finale, I believe. Spiral Architect, man. Oh my God, the guitar playing in that song. That's my favorite Sabbath thing. A lot of people are going to say, you left off a lot of obvious ones. Yeah, I did. You guys can pick the ones that everybody else, you guys can pick that if that's your favorite one. These are my top 20. So that's what I wanted you to leave your top 20 here too, man. Hit that like button. We love you guys as subscribers. Thank you guys for tuning in to us here. We always love to bring stuff to you. Again, we wanted to get this Black Sabbath thing out. It was kind of timely with Ozzy's last show there. And for all you Sabbath heads, uh, there's lots of good heavy music out now, and it's a completely different feel now. But you look out there and you look at what's going on out there and the reach and what has transpired since then with everything from hardcore through any kind of a situation like that. It's all good, man. And Black Sabbath is well revered at the very top of the chain. And Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Ozzy Osbourne, Bill Ward, those are the main 4. A lot of other people served time in it. But those are the main 4. And it was nice to see them all 4 back on stage because they really kind of dicked Bill over on the 13 thing. I mean, especially if he could play as good as he was the other night. Why'd they leave him off the thing? I'm not quite sure. I guess you can get to the bottom of that probably contractual money-wise, but he's never seemed to be a difficult guy. He's always kind of rooting for Bill Ward. So same way you're kind of rooting for the band completely, guys. But anyway, the same way I'm rooting for you guys. Anyway, hopefully you're rooting for me too. I'm hoping so. I don't demand it though. Leave your comments, leave your likes. Please hit that like button, and please leave your comments and your Black Sabbath songs below. I know everybody's got some favorite Sabbath songs. And so we're going to find out what they are, aren't we? Hopefully so. Hopefully you'll let us know. I mean, it's a diverse catalog, but I mean, I saw somebody else talk about Wheels of Confusion the other day in one of these lists, and it's great. It was one of his favorites, so I guess maybe I'm on the right track with mine at number 4. But that's my 20, guys. we will catch you guys next time. Leave your comments, everything below. Please subscribe to the podcast. Spread the word here. And subscribe. Hit that like button again, as I've said a million times. Thank you guys. You guys have a good evening now. We'll catch you next time.
Deep in my soul, in my head, it's so strong that I have to do it then. Back up the dark stars again. Oh, you never knew me before. You never knew before.